In a blistering and sweeping divorce victory, Julia Haart has been awarded control of the business she ran during her marriage to Silvio Scaglia and the $65 million apartment they lived in, as well as nearly $10 million in cash, Page 6 has learned. Haart told us Tuesday that, finally, justice was served. The pair, who ran the elite world models agency and luxe lingerie firm Perla together, have been locked in a complex and bitter court battle on several fronts since she told him she was divorcing him in 2022 and he responded by trying to fire her. She claimed that he'd given her half of Freedom Holding, which owns EWG, as well as their apartment, in return for running the firm as its CEO, but he later claimed that she owned only a fraction of the company. Meanwhile, he accused her of several shocking misdeeds, including stealing money from a bank account and even taking a company Bentley for herself. But Haart, who also starred in the Netflix reality show My Unorthodox Life, has resoundingly come out on top of every struggle between the exes, according to court papers seen by Page 6. Judge Jeffrey Perlman last week granted Haart a default judgment in the divorce, after, according to the docs, Scaglia stopped engaging with the proceedings. As we've previously reported, a different judge in a different part of their court war put out an arrest warrant for Scaglia after he failed to fork over cash to Haart and then didn't show up in court. He seems to have skipped town for Milan. In last week's decision, Perlman awarded Haart a 50% interest in Freedom Holding, but crucially he also awarded her power of attorney over Scaglia's 50% as well, meaning she can make decisions on the company's behalf without getting the sign-off from Scaglia. Per the judgment, she now also owns the stunning, 16-room Tribeca triplex penthouse that they lived in during their 4-year marriage. Haart's been living in it since the split. According to the 5-page judgment, Perlman awarded Haart $7,400,000 in unpaid management fees for 2019 through 2021, and she also got half the proceeds of a Kees van Dongden painting owned by Freedom Holding that Scaglia sold for $2,972,632. He also awarded her half of the cash withdrawals Scaglia made from their businesses since the divorce began. That figure is still to be determined by the court, but it's likely to be hefty. Haart told Page 6, "Words cannot fully express the immense joy and gratitude I feel in my heart. Throughout this journey, I held steadfast to my belief in truth and justice, deeply trusting that if I stayed the course, the truth would ultimately prevail and the wrongs done to me would be made right. I am profoundly grateful to God for granting me the strength to persevere and to Judge Perlman for holding Silvio accountable and ensuring that justice was served." Her attorney, Michael Beta of Chemtab, Moss, Foreman and Beta, told us, "Julia Haart has faced immense challenges over the past 3 years, yet her resilience and commitment to her values have been unwavering." He added, "This victory is a testament to the power of staying true to oneself and refusing to stoop to the level of opposition. We are deeply grateful to Judge Perlman for holding Mr. Scaglia accountable for his actions and inactions." In October, Haart also won an appeal in her fraud case against Scaglia. That decision allows her to continue to sue him and several others over allegations that he allowed her to believe she was being given 50% of Freedom Holding in return for working as its CEO. Scaglia told us, "It's a total joke. Freedom and its subsidiaries are a premarital asset that I purchased in 2011, long before I met Haart, who was living in Monza, N.Y. She was nothing then, she is nothing now, and will be nothing in the future," he said.